Let's now cross borders, and the United States of America says that a Russian invasion in Ukraine could happen anytime. The United States has asked its citizens to leave immediately within the next 48 hours. NATO member states say if Moscow fails to pull back, they're determined to jointly take swift and deep sanctions against Russia. And should there be further those sanctions would come into effect should there be further violations of Ukraine's territorial integrity and sovereignty.
The United States dramatically raised the alarm on Friday over Ukraine, warning that a Russian invasion starting with the civilians caught under aerial bombing could start in days and telling U.S. citizens to leave within 48 hours. The U.S. says that an attack by the more than 100,000 Russian troops currently massed next to Ukraine could occur any day now.
We continue to see signs of Russian escalation, including new forces arriving at the Ukrainian border. As we've said before, we are in the window when an invasion could begin at any time, should Vladimir Putin decide to order it.
Dismissing speculation that the Kremlin would never trigger the crisis while the Beijing Olympics was still underway in close Russian ally China, Sullivan said that such an attack could occur before the games end on February 20th.
We've been clear that it could take a range of different forms, but I want to be equally clear that one of those forms is a rapid assault on the city of Kyiv. That is a possible line of attack, course of action that the Russian forces could choose to take. They could also choose to move in other parts of Ukraine as well.
He spoke shortly after Biden and 6 European leaders, the heads of NATO and the European Union, held talks on the worst crisis between the West and Russia since the end of the Cold War. The French government said that President Emmanuel Macron would speak directly with Putin about the issue today. President Biden is also expected to speak to Putin via phone call, though giving no timing.
I expect that President Biden will engage by telephone with President Putin, but I don't have anything to announce for you on that right now.
The U.S. has repeated warnings that Russia would face severe Western sanctions and said also that NATO, which Putin wants to push back from Eastern Europe, is now more cohesive, more purposeful, more dynamic than any time in recent memory. On their part, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, spokesman, said that all diplomatic efforts are aimed at persuading Moscow to de-escalate. The aim is to prevent a war in Europe.